Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we'll be looking at the Toyota Highlander. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Orem Toyota for giving me some time with this Highlander. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood we have a turbo 2.4 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 22 around town and then 29 on the highway, with power outputs being 265 horsepower and then 310 pound-feet of torque. Now before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you need some more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, you can see it's raised there on either side, and then popping down below, pretty cool with the headlight design, turn signal indicator, pretty base. We've got some fog lights below that. And then you can see here with the silver trim on the front end. Now our tire wheel setup is 235 by 65 by 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you got the silver with the metallic gray, and then big chunky fender flare setup there. Body painted mirror caps, you got some more silver trim there around the bottom of the window. Crossbars up top. There's your side profile. And now this leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function, opening for the hatch with the Toyota logo as well. And Highlander on the back too, almost forgot about that. Now I just reviewed a Grand Highlander before this, so visually you can definitely tell the space difference behind the third row. This has a little bit less space compared to the Grand Highlander. And then with the seats, just throw it down like that. Definitely increases the space quite a bit. The rear passengers do get some cup holders, which is nice. And there are some vents in the ceiling, which helps out too. Legroom is quite a bit tighter than the Grand Highlander too. That's another thing that's a little bit of a downside, if you ask me. But these seats are easy to clean, so that's a big benefit. When you're all done, just press that. I'll lower the hatch right back down. Here's a quick look at the tail lights. You can see XLE down below, the packaging this one has. And it's all for the exterior. And now this leads us inside. We've got a sunshade here for the rear passengers. See the soft touch down below, and then this one has captain chairs, which is pretty cool. But nice trim all down the center. Got this kind of like insert there. It's all fake leather though. Legroom's good. We've got a little storage pocket. Got our own climate zone here in the rear as well. Some USB ports down below. Cup holders here as well. The headroom though, kind of not horrible, but it does pop down because of the center. At least we got vents. And now popping up front, we've got more soft touch here. So the nice trim down below. More soft touch there. Got all of our window controls here. Mirror adjustment, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And here's the front seat. Pretty nice with all of the trim. Power adjustments on the side. See a soft touch right here as well. Got like your auto stop start there. Steering wheel, by the way, manually adjustable. Now taking a look at steering wheel, we've got soft touch all around. A bunch of practical controls here on the front, including our cruise control with our lane departure. See volume and voice command controls, as well as controls for the center. Regular old stocks here on the back. And then taking a look at the gauge cluster itself. Analog on either side, which is kind of nice. Do you have a screen there in the center, which will show you information on systems in the vehicle, fuel economy, and all of that. So pretty cool setup. Just a regular backup camera in reverse. Nothing too fancy pants about that. And then as for the infotainment system, pretty quick response time. So that's also nice. And then we do have our climate controls down below. So we've got climate controls for the rear, but also dual zone for the front. Heated seats with this package. Phone charging pad right here. A bunch of little USBs there. Shifter for the 8-speed. Got some cup holders here. And then you can see with the little snow mode there, stability, got your auto hold, parking brake, drive mode select. Very nice. Like this whole setup here, pretty cool. And then this is interesting on the dash, look at that. And then this is soft touch here at the top, little storage pocket there. And pretty normal little box, regular rear view mirror, and then this does have a sunroof, pretty well spec'd out. So here's a quick look at the window sticker. This one is 2-wheel drive, by the way, front-wheel drive I should say. Anyways, $46,470 is the total MSRP. If it was all-wheel drive, it would be a little bit more money. Let's see how it performs. Well, regular Highlander, by the way, visibility, not too shabby. Am I gonna be able to make it? Barely. Let's see how this performs. I'm driving this back to back with the Grand Highlander. I'm still confused as to why they still make both of them. Like, I know this is a little bit more affordable, and some people might like the little bit smaller size, but also, they even have the same name, pretty much. I don't know, it just seems kind of superfluous to me. But, you know, I guess that Hyundai's doing it too, Hyundai and Kia, because they've got the Telluride, and then they also have the Santa Fe. So Telluride, Palisade, Santa Fe, and Sorento. They're all 3 rows, slightly different size, slightly different pricing, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But this is like so much closer in size to a Grand Highlander than a Sorento is to a Telluride. But ride quality's nice. It's got that going for it. So that's a big plus. Smooth overall. This new turbo 4-cylinder, I don't know if I like it as much as the old V6, but it does have good low end grunt. The V6, you know, you had to rev it up a little bit to kind of get some stuff to happen. This is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Being unibody, it handles quite well, turning and everything. Braking's pretty linear, so not too shabby. The initial push is kind of interesting. I feel like this engine's kind of meant to be hybrid, because I've driven a bunch of cars with this engine, both hybrid and non-hybrid, and I feel like the hybrid always just feels a little bit better. This ain't bad though. It's got good torque. So, regular Highlander. I think it's pretty cool. I think it drives pretty well. Doesn't have as much space as the Grand Highlander, but again, maybe some people want this. Like, here's the difference that I see. Grand Highlander is like family, needs 3rd row. Highlander is like the grandparents, right? That are like gonna occasionally take the grandkids around, so they don't want as big of a car. Because I mean, I see that here all the time. I remember when I sold cars, that was very common. It was interesting to me. Like, there was literally those are the 2 demographics that I sold 3-row vehicles to. It was either young family with a bunch of kids, or elderly couple and they've got grandkids and they've got to take them around every so often, or they think they're gonna have to take them around. That was the other funny thing, is they're like, yeah, we haven't taken our grandkids around anywhere, but maybe we will, just in case. We'll have the 3rd row. It's funny, the thing you gotta love about grandparents is they always like want to be over prepared for things, like just in case. So yeah, this drives well. And so if you basically just want Toyota 3-row, but at a lower price point and less space, you know, you don't need the space as much, you want the smaller driving size, Highlander provides that.